we do 1 French. Okay. Now, what Josephine's doing now, and you'll see this, I started saying the things that people were scared about, clients, when we interviewed salons all around the world, was hygiene. This is a hand sanitizer called Cool Blue. This is important for yourself as well as your clients. I don't know whether you heard, but in America they were talking about all their money. You know, like 60% of it has drugs on it. So, you know, we're handling money all the time. So, hopefully we don't have that much here, but maybe. So this is for yourself, and you also squirt some onto your client, and that will get it 99% clean there. So, and you don't need to wash the hands with water. Yeah,
you can see that, it's good.
Josephine's just pushing the cuticles back. Now, one of the things with shellac that we recommend is that it's a dry manicure. So you can soak later or do masks and things later, but if you have it soaking in water, the nails swell up and they get very wet. A bit like when you're in a bath, you go all wrinkly if you're in the bath too long, and then after a while it comes back. So if your nails have been sitting in water for too long, the shellac may not stay on as long. So normally that part is done after. Once shellac's on, it's not coming off. So you can do all that after. So unless it's really bad, yeah, we would just, do a dry manicure. This is the Scrub Fresh. Yeah, just turn it sideways.
I'll let you do it after this.
Did you know Josephine came to the CMD Shellac boot camp, and Andrea and me? So now that we spent a couple of days there becoming fully qualified educators on shellac. You wouldn't think there'd be that much to learn, but it's amazing there is. So we're now using the Cool Blue, the Scrub Fresh. This is what I was talking about that takes only temporarily the oils out of the nail, and it's called Scrub Fresh, not White Fresh.
We've just got 3 more. Can we
3 more?
Yep.
Yep. So that's on your table. So we've got 3 more people coming.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, good. Good on
Forgot about
that.
that. Okay.
We're just waiting for some latecomers. Just while Josephine's doing this, it's also a good idea every now and then just to check all your bulbs are pushed in on your lamp. Probably won't happen so much to you, but to me, because I'm moving it all the time, sometimes a bulb will get loose. So I just put it on 10 seconds every now and just make sure they're all glowing.
Alright, so we're going to base coat all of them.
Yep. Now, with shellac, it's keep it thin. If you have it too thick, it can go wrinkly when we cure it. Has anybody had it go wrinkly? You're putting it on too thick. So you've got to come back and do it thinner. Hi. I think there's some seats. It's also important with the base coat, if you miss part of the nail with the base coat, your colour coat's not going to stick. So it's important that your base coat gets put on properly. Make sure you get right down the side walls, and very importantly that free edge, because we don't want water going in there. Okay? So wherever your base coat goes, your colour coats follow. So if you miss a whole bit, your colour coat's not going to sit there very well.
Do you want me to miss a bit?
Well, you may not see it straight away. It may happen a couple of days later where it'll start to come off. Okay?
Yeah, you made the current one, I've got all over everything.
Okay. And keep it thin. It doesn't need to be thick because we just want it thin enough so that all the other colours are going to stick. So Josephine's got, it's got a delayed start. 10 seconds.
What are we doing?
Base coat. One of the other important things with shellac,
They're all going to be different. Black. You want to see how I polish black, yeah?
make it hard for her.
There's no black here.
Oh, that one. Is that black?
Black pool.
Now, with shellac, it's a cross between gel and nail polish, okay? If we don't shake it, the gel will go down to the bottom and the polish will stay at the top and it'll evaporate. So every time you use it, you've got to shake it really well, okay? 30 seconds.
Okay, so we're doing black.
So what's the plan? Black?
This is just a single colour.
Yep.
Black on the pinky. My eyes are a bit blind.
Want my
Need
glasses?
a light.
No need glasses. I did. No shape buff. No filing. Just clean cuticle.
So, good question though. Clearly before that we have to shape the nails, push the cuticles back. If you use a cuticle away, something like that, and we have one here called cuticle away, it's got alpha hydroxy in it. It's very strong. It's for salon use only, but you must make sure you wash it completely off. If you leave it on, again you can get breakdown in shellac. So normally, unless the cuticles are really bad, we just do a dry manicure. But if you do use something like cuticle away, make sure you wash it all off and you dry the nail well.
This one's layering.
So what's that, asphalt?
Asphalt.
Where's the camera?
Oh.
You can see.
Oh,
Multitasking.
So that's asphalt, that one. And then what am
now feather.
No, French and nail art.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
How about this hand?
No, one hand.
How about this
Go
one?
to the salon. Go to the salon. Come on.
Oh, I'm going to take mine off.
Who took my my negligee or my you did before bow? No, that's for the white.
Okay, while we're doing that, I'm just going to massage this, okay?
What's it called?
Pretty sure
Cream
it's
puff.
been 15 minutes,
Cream
almost
puff.
an hour.
I'll do both.
So hold it firmly, okay? Give it a good and put a bit of a thing. And that's what's there, the whole up here. And then, sorry, I'm going to mess this up. Just using this orange wood stick, the flat side, just push it off. Okay.
French pink. And I have to do this colour. Don't worry, it's so
If you have any more left on, just use a little bit of the acetone to get all the scrappy bits off. Sorry, I'm taking away from your show.
That's all right, I'm doing 4 different things. Okay, pop me, my love. And it's this one.
So we're going on to C, which is 2 minutes.
So first coat of everything that I'm doing.
So,
Black. I finished with that one.
so by the time
Green like roses.
you start, that's
We only
the
did
first
one
finger is the
colour.
10
Yeah,
minutes.
we're
By the
layering.
time
so
you
we
get
need
to
to-
the end,
yeah,
you put
with this
them
one.
on, you count the 10 minutes from the first finger. Okay? But only
When
ever
you
use
put it over the top.
wood sticks, don't use metal because your nails are soft
Moonlight
because
rose?
there's something there.
Yeah.
So just your orange wood sticks, that flat edge.
So 2 lamps is good.
So we were saying before that some of you had wrinkling. That's because you put it on a bit too thick. So better to have thin layers, 2 thin layers, and try and do it 1 thick layer because it won't cook all the way through and you'll get wrinkling.
That's with your dark colours especially? Because we
Especially,
tend to
yeah.
want to see black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I got a question about
sometimes actually they get wrinkly pretty much.
Too
And a lot of customers like complain about that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's really hard to explain to them, and it's happened with most of the customers.
Okay. Did you hear the question? With the French on the white, I take it?
Yep.
It's getting some wrinkling, and that is one of the hardest colours because white is the pure pigment. It's really strong, like black is. White's really strong. It takes a bit of practice, but you're putting it on a bit too thick. So hopefully, Joe, have you
I
got
haven't
any?
had any problems with it. But
Have
some
you
of my
got any
staff have.
tips on
Just thin.
just keep it thinner? Try
Keep
and
it
keep
thin.
it thinner.
We're so
Yeah.
used to doing polish, thicker.
Yeah. Even if you want to do it thin
Two
to
coats.
start with and do 2 coats, that's not what we really want you to do, but you might just get a bit more confidence, so try and keep it thinner. And make sure you really shape the bottle. Sorry?
And also-
less on the brush, it's much thinner, because it's very easy to get carried away with the white. So you just very thin, wipe off the brush, and then around.
Are you using the brush to do your smaller
Yeah.
with alcohol? Not too wet.
Yeah.
With alcohol, very dry. Yeah, that's what I find with my girls.
There's a few different colours of pink.
Just, I'm going to put the moonlight roses on this one.
Okay. So girls, like you can see Josephine over the grey, which is called asphalt. She's going to do some layering. And this is moonlight roses. And men, sorry, not just girls.
God, you've got to work this one. That's moonlight roses. Now with your white. No, this. No. So don't clean your base colour or the colour that you used.
Yeah, never take your sticky layer off because you need your sticky layer for the next one to stick on. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah.
So don't clean pink. And thin. You've got to do it thin.
We know.
So, are you clear with that? That you've been taking the sticky layer off, have you? Or not?
Oh, your brush is very,
We
Andrea.
apply another bleeding on top.
You got fairy bits
Sorry?
We apply
She has very
bleeding
bits
top
on your
of the
sides.
Yeah.
And then, bring up.
At the very end? Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Yeah, I may have pressed down a bit too hard today. So maybe it's better
So it's going to just streak through the small one.
so we're using the isopropyl alcohol to
Pretty
tidy
dry.
up the smile line. Don't use acetone or anything else. The alcohol that you're going to get in your kit, and just about dry on the brush. Just, yeah.
That's not mine. I'm just going to coat it a little bit more because the brush has just streaked it. It's very. Yeah, that's fine. Now, this one.
What are we going to do on the pink?
Is that now on?
Oh, okay, we're going to do some nail art.
This is very basic though, guys. All right, because I'm not a big nail art person.
You know, Joe, it's hard to see when you're applying it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, have the nail go on the other way so you can see.
We'll just have it all running to one side.
Yeah, but just so they can see, otherwise they can't see what you're doing.
brush broke.
Can you see what she's doing? Right down the back there.
You meant to say it looks good.
It's a bit like icing a cake, isn't it?
Is it like a marble effect?
Okay, so we're going to cure for 2 minutes. We're talking about French, okay? With the French, normally we would suggest put the pink on first, and there's about 4 or 5 different pinks that you can choose from. Cure it for 2 minutes, and then that makes it easier for you to come back and tidy up. A lot of people do the white first, but then you've only had that 10-second cure on the base coat, so it's a bit harder to tidy up. So your pink first, 2 minutes, your white, 2 minutes, and then some people like to come back and put a nice clear pink, like you were saying, and just makes that white not as stark, but it is another 2 minutes, okay? So we also have a new white, I don't know if that's it.
Studio white.
Studio white?
Studio white?
It's very
That's zillionaire. So there's studio white. I don't know if you've seen that yet. That's a very soft, natural white, whereas the other one, cream puff, which we're using now, is very white. So it just depends on the client.
They've named it wrong. Cream, very white.
So how long do we cure our base coat for?
10 seconds.
You all get an elephant stamp.
Get a star on the wall.
How about the colour coats? How long do we cure those for?
2 minutes.
And the top coat?
6 minutes. Oh, good. 6 minutes.
Do you know, next time you do this job, the camera needs to be high, down like that. Because when you
I think this needs to come forward.
Probably the high
all they're seeing is the solid. They're not actually seeing, you know, when you did the thing, they couldn't see any of it. So camera needs to be out.
Very pretty.
There's also colours that you can put over the top of colours that are sparkly. Zillionaire, VIP silver. So if they want to have a bit of sparkle, or for brides over a French, it's nice to have this little shimmer.
Now, the reason why they become thicker is because you're not shaking the bottle each time. Really got to shake it. The lighter colours are thinner, the darker colours are thicker.
Yeah. I don't know whether you heard that. The lighter colours are thinner. So sometimes you'll think, oh, this is thick. That's the one with a lot of pigment. Okay. But I can't stress to you how important it is, not the solar oil, but to shake, really give it a good shake.
Okay.
It's strong out.
You can actually get on it. Shake.
Your wrist hurts after a while.
2 more minutes and finito.
Any questions?
Then they'll be able to play with this.
So when we finish this, you can all have a go. Yeah, just getting back, I was talking about
Especially if the natural nail is peeling, soft, and it's too flexible, it tends to peel.
no, you have to take it off. Or you have to take your stuff out.
They're too hard. No, keep it. I don't want to some clients got really oily nails.
We're not going to do anything pretty.
Shellac is not recommended. No, you can, but honestly, if the nails are too thin, I won't recommend it, but if you're forced to do it, I mean, we do it.
But you've got to make sure you let them know.
Yeah, okay, we do
That
that
is
normally.
that,
that
yes.
we're talking about, but now
It's
because
nothing we
Lena's
do.
brought you everything that you're going to need, is that we
Sometimes
want
they
to
come back
promote
and
you
they're
on
like,
our
they're
website.
this is
So we're actually
my,
going to be putting
like
all
original
your
nail.
salons
Yeah.
that are following the
Sorry,
system
my
on our
stock.
website. I get lots
Because
of
they
calls
chip
when you
in
see it in
weekends,
Madison or
so,
something like that, saying, where can I get it done? So
You
when
have a
I
chance
know
to
that
do
I've got
like
someone
colour or anything.
that is,
But
has
we
done
do
the
a lot of
class and is following the system, they can just get on the
We
website.
charge 15 dollars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we do.
And then if it's long nail, we
Shouldn't
charge
do
20.
refills, it should come off. But are we talking about acrylic? No. No, we're not doing that anymore. No. And we're not soaking in acetone anymore. No.
All right, I'm cleaning.
Okay, so we put the top coat on and cured for 2 minutes. So now we're using that alcohol, the isopropyl alcohol, to take that sticky. You give it a good rub. If you don't get all that sticky off, I'll get fluff and everything on it. And then just a bit of soda oil.
Beautiful.
And
What
your
is it?
soda
She
oil.
put 2 days, I'll come back and
Oh,
see her.
good.
Come back and see her. Yeah. So keep in mind, the base coat and the top coat are like the sandwich, the bread. So we want
You know,
to
when-
seal the colours
It's got
in it.
leaves. Yes,
Okay.
I feel it.
And we're just putting some solar oil on and telling your client.
I'm very
why
generous with solar oil.
solar oil.
I have to put lots.
So how'd your nail art come out?
Come out good.
You have to go around to all the tables now.
Yeah, that's all I can do. That's all I had time to do.